I'm not totally heartbroken. It's stuck, but I think I can fix it. I love you. This cow print, a bit of a disaster. Oh no. Hey, I'm Emma, and I'm just checking in from my home studio, which is also where I create all of my ceramic pieces. Today, I would love to take you with me to unload the kiln and see everything that I fired. I can already tell you that there are some pieces that turned out fantastic and some that are just completely ruined. I won't be able to do anything else with them. I'm gonna show you all of it. I just want to share with you all the ups and downs, the wins and the grievances. I also have a market coming up. It's actually next weekend from now. It's on the 1st of August, Saturday. So a lot of these pieces are actually going to be there. So this is kind of like a little sneak peek of what you can look forward to. I'm not really going to go much into my home studio setup in this video, but I do have another video coming up where I show you everything that I have here in my apartment, related and unrelated to ceramics, and how I make it all work in this 1 bedroom, 1 living room apartment. Let's do it! So this is the area that turned out fantastic. There's not much that could have gone wrong. This area, however, yeah, you can see that there has been a little incident. I know why, and I'm not totally heartbroken about all of this. This cup, it's stuck, but I think I can fix it. The beads that are on the wire, they are probably all gonna have to go, but it's relatively okay. The losses could be much worse. And yeah, over here, some beads that I'm totally stoked on, but there wasn't really much that could have gone wrong there. Yeah, I'll show you on daylight. Okay, so this is it. This cup, looking great. I think I may have overglazed these cups a little bit, but the glaze didn't crawl, which is good. Yeah, these two are really nice. Just gonna clean them up a little bit, bottoms especially. You can see bits of the kiln wash, the white stuff that just prevents anything from sticking to the kiln shelf and actually ruining it in case something like this happens. But yeah, as you can see, it doesn't have any kiln wash underneath it. It's been peeling off, and I was just too lazy to give it another coat. So now I'm gonna pay the price, it seems. Anyway, moving forward, this one, I like it. I did a little experiment with like going over the edge with one color. Whoops, almost dropped it. But I think it's nice. Yeah, this will be a back charm. This one, also nice. I'm just gonna use a Dremel tool to blend over these pinholes. But really nice. Yeah, I'm happy with it. What's next? These beads. I'm really stoked on this technique because I have some of these dowels that are actually intended for firing, but some of them broke when I was firing one of the previous kilns. And so I did this little experiment of securing them like this, and it's perfect. So here I have some really nice beads that didn't stick anywhere to anything. These are gonna go together with this cow print for sure. This is a really nice color to go with it as well, though. Yeah, really like that. Okay, all these gray beads. Oh, she was a little stuck. All these gray beads are actually unglazed. So that's just what the glaze, what the clay looks like. It's called salt and pepper by Whitgert, and it's this beautiful dark gray with some visible grains. Really pretty. So that's basically this whole little tray. Yeah, different shapes, different sizes. And then this candle holder. Oh, let me move this to the side. Oh my god, I should put them somewhere else. Hold on. Okay, that's better, I think. So yeah, basically everything that's on top of this mini shelf. Ooh, it's just these gray beads that are totally unglazed, and I was able to just fire them on top of each other. You see these kind of stuck, but it's very easy to pull them apart. There's no glaze on any of these. Yeah, it's actually kind of satisfying to pull them apart. I should just be careful because I have more ceramic pieces underneath. So I'm gonna put this to the side. Okay, more successful beads. This one I really love. I love this really pale pink with some dots showing up underneath. Really like this one a lot. It goes with this flower. Yeah. And then this brown one, it's actually stuck. Let's see if we can get it off. I wonder if it's due to glaze or shrinking. I really don't want to break this dowel. Oh, dude. Actually, I feel like the bead might break. Oh my god. Come on. I'm actually sweating. This is so unpleasant. Okay, I actually think I might use a hammer on this and try and sacrifice the bead in order to save this dowel, because the dowel is actually much more expensive and it's a nice sturdy one, so I would really hate to lose it. Yeah, putting this to the side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These are nice. Really nice. I like the contrast, the light center. Really like these a lot. These will be back charms as well. And the gray one, I just used this to kind of weigh the dowel down in the middle, and it worked perfectly. So I can keep trying this. I can keep using this technique, I think. Yeah, see here, the bead had enough space. So this is what it's supposed to look like. Perfect. How about this one? Oh no, that one's a little snug too. Not this one though, that's fine. A flower. Another bead that had enough space. And another flower. I have different types of the flowers. The outline is the same, but sometimes the center is bigger, sometimes it's smaller. And you'll see I have a lot of different options for the center as well. I love these. Now you. Oh no. It's stuck too. Oh my god. That's really annoying actually, because this one was supposed to be like a sure thing. Okay, well, this is a learning point for me. I'm gonna sacrifice the beads, both of these, with a hammer, and hopefully that solves my problem. This plate though, come on. She was whimsical, she was heavenly, she was scary as shit. I just know that this plate is gonna find its mom so fast. Yeah, my little stamp. It's a little overglazed, I'll say. It should be more transparent, more glossy. Now it's kind of on the satin side, but I like it. I like the way it looks, and I'm really happy that the glaze didn't crawl anywhere. There are no bare spots, no pinholes. So, a huge success, definitely. I love this one. I love it. Oh my god. I hate when this happens, kind of want to keep it for myself, and we can't do that with every piece I love. All right, let me put these to the side. And now for the heartache. Yeah, okay. I'll show you what my intention was, okay? My intention was to have these two standing like this, and then I was gonna use these wires and like thread them through these areas like that and have the beads stacked on them. But these wires are not as sturdy as these dowels, so they actually bent, and I didn't think they would. I thought I put relatively small beads on them. Oh, but we are gonna salvage some of these beads. That's good. Okay. It's the small ones. Well, this one is a little cracked though. Yeah, this one is not perfect. I'm gonna put that to the side. This one, however, perfect. Perfect. I can never have too many of these little beads. Yeah, all right. All right, I'm just gonna see this as glass half full, which I think it is. Oh, you just have to laugh about it in order not to cry. Okay. So what do I do now? I'm gonna try and get off the beads that I can. Maybe with this whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, that might work actually. Oh my god. I might be able to salvage these. Yeah, this even broke straight off, so I'm just gonna Dremel over this and maybe refire it if it needs it. Same here. And yeah, same here. Okay, it's not as dramatic as we feared it to be. I'm gonna leave these here so I know which ones to go over. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah! All right, these are all fine. These are all intact. Excellent. Oh my god, yeah. This one bent quite a lot. Let's try and get it out. Okay, these are pretty stuck. These are pretty stuck, and actually they are way melted together. So I don't think I'm gonna be even trying to salvage these. It's a shame though, they're nice otherwise. It's my first time using this brown. Just got it, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, these are not coming apart. It's fine. And yeah, I really like the brown. Apart from the beads here. Or do we keep them there? I might want to keep them there. I feel like it's kind of fun. I don't know. I'll see. I'll think about it. But yeah, I really, really like this brown. And I think I tried different ways of glazing, and this one, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I think what I did, and I should be more certain about this, but I think what I did is I glazed the entire cup in this pink, the same one as this bead that I really, really liked. And then I went with the brown over it. So it's kind of translucent in some areas. And I'm really happy with it. I mean, I'll think about this situation. Let me just try. Yeah, they're pretty stuck, so it's not like they're gonna come off in your dishwasher. But I don't know. I have to think about this one. Okay, now these, in ideal world, I would be, oh, I was gonna say I would be able to straighten them, but I won't be able to do that. So I think these are done. Yeah, it's a shame, but they're not very expensive. I think they're like €1. I don't know. They were 20 crowns each, so I can make the sacrifice for sure. These are much more expensive and they sometimes break as well. So that's much more of our take when that happens. All right, let's take a look at the next kiln shelf, shall we? Okay, so the next kiln shelf, I don't think we had any risky business going on here. These two stars, gonna be a nice back charm. And the rest, I think I'm actually gonna have to pick up piece by piece because these, yeah. Well, nah, let me try it. I can carry it all at once. Yeah. Okay. Kiln shelf number 2. There are some things to unpack here, so let's just get into it. We'll start with the good things. These, excellent. Not really much that could have gone wrong there, but still, it's nice to have these wins. So that's, I think, at this point, 3. 3 stars in this nice gray for back charms. Cute, I like it. This, a bit of a disaster, but I was actually refiring this plate, so I did not have super high hopes or expectations of this one. You can see that there's a piece of the kiln wash stuck to it. I hate it when that happens. I hate nothing more, probably. Like I can lose a piece to just about anything else, but this really bothers me. It's not too difficult to get rid of it. I just have to Dremel over it. It's just annoying. But it looks like we have some bigger pinholes here as well and some bubbling, which was already present before I went to fire it, yeah. And on the bottom you can see that there's really quite a lot of bubbling. It might be because I wedged my clay wrong, like not thoroughly enough, and some air was still trapped in it. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm getting rid of this one. I don't think I even want to offer it as seconds because I just dislike it so much. Yeah, it looks sloppy. I don't like it. Now these mini shelves again. Right, well, the next plate underneath it is actually same exact situation, completely bubbled. This is not necessarily a surprise. I was refiring it. It already turned out this way after this first firing, so this was just an experiment to see if it could be fixed by a better warming up and then cooling down schedule. And it wasn't. It didn't help. So that's a learning point, and I just do not like these two at all. Actually, this is coming from a collection from my first website launch that I did like last year. Oh my god, it's been a year. I was not ready, I think, at that time to really manage a website while also working another job and figuring out my style and all of these things at once. So yeah, so these are kind of archive pieces, seconds, and I am completely at peace with parting ways with them. I used to like this style a lot. Now I don't feel like it's really me anymore. So yeah, these are probably gonna get tossed. This one, that's a true archive piece. I think this plate, it already has my stamp, so it's not that old, but I think, oh my gosh, I think this must have been made like in the year right after COVID. I think this is a at least 4 years old plate. And it was one where the glaze did some funny things, and I didn't really understand what it was, and I still don't fully understand it to this day. But I use a different glaze now, so it's fine. But all this crystalling, all these like flakes, that's not intentional. The spots, the speckles, yes. These white flakes, that's not actually meant to be there. So yeah, I guess just another experiment at refiring and seeing what it does and doesn't do. One thing I'll say though, that really improved about this plate with this second firing. When I first fired it, I think I opened the kiln way too soon. It was still too hot, and these like hairline cracks like splayed out from all these corners. Maybe not all of them, but from some of these corners. And that's not really making the plate food safe, because then moisture and bacteria can accumulate and grow in those cracks. So if you have a cracked item at home, I don't recommend using it. Not for beverages anyway. If I had a plate like this, it would be fine to put a piece of pastry or something on it, and I don't think it's really unsafe to use it for food. But definitely I wouldn't sell it commercially, and definitely if a cup like this was cracked on the inside, that would not be good. No way. So yeah, so at least this is an improvement that we were able to achieve here. There are no cracks whatsoever. This is completely food safe. It's just a question of the aesthetic, whether whether one likes it or not. But yeah, this time I actually used a better firing process with a proper warm up. Actually, I don't think that was ever the problem, but it's called soaking. Basically, the amount of time that you leave your kiln at the peak temperature for the glaze to kind of stay melted and get into all the nooks and crannies, and then the cooling down process. That's also a pretty essential part of the firing process, because it determines how quickly the glaze is cooled and how much time it has to kind of even out. I'm gonna get another kiln shelf. Okay, oh my god, I am loving this kiln load, not because everything is a huge success necessarily, but because these are all such good items to demonstrate all the things that I've learned lately, and just being able to understand like everything that's going on and everything that I can tweak for next time, or just being able to understand why some things are turning out, you know, so perfect. Um, it's really rewarding. And I love unloading a kiln like this, where even though some things are not perfect, I understand why so. I'm just gonna demonstrate with this plate right here. This is also a refired piece. There are some kiln wash bits stuck to it. Usually I can just get them off with my nail, unless there's a bit of a glaze on the bottom, which is not the case here. But yeah, this plate is actually perfect in my opinion. You can see it's like on the verge of satin and glossy, really nice, even coat, no pinholes, or no major ones at least. Um, it did not turn out this way the first time I fired it. The first time I fired it, and I do have another one that I haven't refired yet, turned out like this. And I think here the pinholes are much more visible, some imperfections. Like, it happens, there's even a bit of the kiln wash stuck to it that I'm gonna have to Dremel over again. But anyway, this is essentially the difference that the firing schedule can make. Firing schedule is how fast the temperature rises, how long the temperature is held for, and how quickly or slowly the kiln cools down after it has reached peak temperature. So yeah, I think if I were to exchange these, I would still be able to tell very easily that this one is much more pristine. This one has a firing ahead of itself. So yeah, I'm happy with this. Very happy with this. And I'm actually gonna add this to a pile of items. Let me show you some of them. Yeah, so I have some of these items that are kind of plain, I guess. they're not bland, they're not uninteresting. I mean, definitely these cups are already interesting as they are. Damn, I mean, I might change my mind. I might not do what I originally intended to do with these. Shoot. Okay, I'm tempted. But anyway, what I was gonna say is I have some of these really plain pieces, including this plate, that I think could use some decoration. And I have these decals. They kind of work like temporary tattoos. You cut it out, you soak it in water, the paper kind of slips off, and then you can just paste them very smoothly on top of your smooth ceramic surface. It only works on glazed pieces. That's kind of important to mention, I think. And then you fire the piece again. So that's kind of the only unpleasant part. Like the piece needs to go through the firing process again. Not as high of a temperature as for the glaze firing, like all of these, but still, you need to turn the kiln on. It's added expense, added time, but I think it's going to be worth it. So I have some of these pieces that I want to decorate with these decals, and definitely this plate is joining that batch. And oh my gosh, seeing these two together, that's going to be a really nice set. I can't wait. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna put these to the side. Okay, next up, this plate, it's a refire. There wasn't anything wrong with it necessarily. I don't mind this brownish area so much. It was one of the like sample pieces. I was just testing out some different clay bodies. This is much more coarse one. I don't really use it because I don't love the yellowish tone. I much prefer this cooler tone. But yeah, I don't mind this so much, but I was using it as a candle holder and it was just covered with melted wax all over. So I decided, since I have the space in my kiln, I can just fire it, and that way all the wax will burn off and I will be left with a clean, brand new plate again. So that's the reason I was firing this one. This one I think was also a refire because once again I was hoping to get rid of all this bubbling. That did not necessarily happen, but I still feel like this would be okay to offer as a second at a market that I have coming up. So I think this one will be there for some very symbolic price, or for free maybe even. Yeah, so that was a pretty quick shelf unload with plates. It's like that. They take up so much space that suddenly the kiln shelf is empty. And now actually looking at these, I really do need to coat them again with the kiln wash. You can see it's kind of peeling off. Yeah, I don't usually get terrible drips of glaze, but it's still better, I think, to have this protective coat protecting both the shelf and the bottom of my pieces. Let me get the next shelf. Okay, once again, a shelf I have very mixed feelings about. Let's start with the good stuff. This candle holder, flawless. I was refiring it for the same reason as this plate. I was just trying to get rid of some wax from a candle that I had popped in. Sometimes I use these candle holders at pop-ups or markets. I just put a candle in them to kind of demonstrate what the intended purpose is and what it can look like, but then they get a little bit covered in wax. So I'm really happy to see that refiring them makes them completely brand new, spanking clean, and I do have a couple more of these, so I will definitely be bringing these to the market. This plate I was already pretty happy with before refiring it. Let's examine very closely. And I think I can confirm that there are no hairline cracks, because this was actually the same case. Hairline, very thin cracks coming from some of these corners, and they're gone. So definitely holding or soaking in the temperature for some time and then cooling down in a controlled manner, not just naturally. I don't just unplug the kiln, but I actually allow it to consume a little more electricity with the intention of actually cooling everything in a more controlled manner. It works. Happy with this. Once again, I don't love the color of the clay body, but I really like the design in other ways, and it's an archive piece. It's a 4-year-old item, so I'm gonna bring it to the market anyway, and maybe somebody falls in love with it. Last but not least, on this kiln shelf, oh man, actually this plate did not have any of this bubbling before I refired it. So this really is quite an interesting case. I don't know what to think about it. There's even some pretty dramatic pinholing. I don't know why that appeared there. Oh my god. But I think I could split this in half. Can you hear it? Yeah, I don't actually want to do it because I don't want to have like shards all over the place. But the crack here, yeah, obviously this is going straight to trash. No point trying to salvage this. Guys, last shelf. I'm super stoked on it already. And I really hope that everything turns out nice because these are actually brand new cups. None of these pieces are refired. They're from the same collection as these cuties. So fingers crossed. Let me bring it over. Dude, I can already tell that I'm gonna be in love with a lot of these pieces. Oh my god. Okay, let's start with the smallest bits. These flowers, they're a little fused together right now, but they're actually not glazed, so they're gonna pop right off. Maybe not as easily as I hoped. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah! Oh, these two are kind of stuck. Let me get an appropriate tool. A good old scraper, I think, is gonna do the trick. I feel like I'm shacking an oyster. I've never done it actually. Oh yeah, that was so satisfying. Yeah, so with these flowers, you can also see that there are different shapes of the hole inside. I think it's gonna be a really nice way to add some variety. This one is my favorite, hands down. I love a wonky little piece. So yeah, my little pebbles. Super happy with these. Okay, onto the cups. I feel like I'm really matching with my tattoos, like this whole aesthetic. This is just really me these days, and I've had these tattoos for well over a year. This one was actually a gift from me to myself for Valentine's Day last year. And then these stars actually form a constellation of my birth sign. So these are all super personal. So these are the most me. This one, I don't feel like that's really me anymore. But yeah, anyway, let's take a look at these. So, cow print, little cow print baby. Oh my gosh, I love you. I love you. Yeah. Oh, with this cow print that we are still undecided on the beads. Oh my god. I think I have to get rid of the beads and polish it over and refire it possibly, because if somebody like gets these two as a set, like his and hers, hers and hers, his and his, there and there, whatever, I can see it. It makes me so excited. Okay, another cow print. This one feels a little different. Yeah, see, I think I know what I did here. Let me try to explain. I think these two were made the same way, and this one was made a little differently. Can you see the difference in the shade of brown? So here, I coated the entire cup with this pale pink that's actually on the inside, and then I painted the spots on top of it. With these, I first painted the spots, and then I painted over them with this pale pink. So actually you can see it look kind of foggy, kind of misty, but it's nice. I like it. It's just different techniques, and I really love the different insides. Like, yeah, again, if a couple were to get these, I think it would be really cute. Like, instantly, I feel like you always know. You always know which cup is yours, and with these different insides, it would be even easier. Love those. Yeah. Now, actually, onto the style that's been feeling really me lately, and I've been enjoying it so much. It's these scribbles with a black chalk, black coal, I think is the word for it. This one says, "Not a chill girl, proudly." This is, yeah, this could as well be just my cup. Little star on the inside. This cup is gonna find its mom very quickly. I'm certain of it. Not a chill girl, proudly once again. This time with some drawing, some scribbles. This was so much fun. A little snail, a star, a heart, a planet, a house, a mouse, a shooting star, and of course a star on the inside. Must be there. Yeah, it's pretty chunky. If you like a nice, heavy feeling, chunky looking cup, this one will be really nice for you. Okay. Please just come to the fucking cottage this summer. I've been seeing a lot of like come to the cottage this summer references, and some of them are kind of boring to me, but this felt like it would be pretty fun to do, and I have these two options. Yeah. So these are definitely coming to the market with me. How about this porcelain baby? Oh my god. Porcelain has been giving me the hardest time, but I actually really like this one. It says, "My grass is plenty green," with the little heart trio. Yeah, it just needs to have these bits picked off and maybe sand it down, but other than that, I'm really happy with it. And I have had some severe disasters with porcelain lately. So I'm just super happy that this one turned out so nice. It didn't like melt into the other cups or anything like that. It didn't deform drastically. I like it. It's wonky. It's very, it has character, I think, I would say. Nice. Yeah, I like it. I really like it. And it feels pretty like comfortably chunky, but it's really light. Yeah, this one will have no trouble finding its new home. This may be my first rodeo, but I'm made of the cowboy stuff. I actually, and the cowboy hat! Oh my god, I cannot contain myself. Stop it! I actually just saw it. The stars! And this one, obviously, and the cowboy hat! Oh my gosh! I'm actually squealing with joy. This is so perfect. Oh my gosh, so fun! Yeah, I'm really happy with this one. I'm smiling so big. This is perfect. But I was gonna say, I just made a collection of stickers. I'm gonna show you some of them just because it's a good time to plug it in. So this is one of them. I can totally see how this would make no sense to everybody else, but guess what? It makes sense to me, and maybe that just makes it all the more special. That's one of them. Yeah, here I put a couple of them in my little sticker notebook that I just go to whenever I want to grab a sticker. This one I really like as well. I will move on when I'm ready to move on, and there's nothing anyone can say to me to make me rush through this. I feel like a lot of us need to hear this every now and then. These stars, they're also my original stickers, along with this one is also part of the collection. What's next? I was born to live a big life, and only I decide what's big and what isn't. And here, only the universe and I know what I'm capable of, and let me just say, y'all are in for a surprise. And these stars, I think they're really sweet. So yeah, that's the rest. The rest of these stickers are in my designs. But I do have some more of my stickers pasted here. Yeah, see, I did like a little junk journaling page. So I have another sticker here. You and I both want some crazy things, but you keep saying in another lifetime, and that's the difference between you and me, my friend. I love them, and all these colorful ones, they're my designs as well. So yeah, so all of these stickers are actually going to be available on the market too. And this one with the rodeo, that's also been made into a sticker. So if maybe you arrive there or you don't have a chance to arrive there at all, this cup doesn't make it into your hands, you can still get some of these little fortunes. Yeah, I was just talking to a friend and he said they're almost like fortune cookie wishes, and I think that's really nice. This one is also from the sticker collection. I'll cry myself a river, and then I'll go skinny dipping in it and squeal with joy. And the shooting star, I think, is the perfect match. Star on the inside. I should do these stars on every single cup because some of them don't have it. And I feel bad for them. They should have one as well. Definitely. Last cup and last item of the skull firing. Shh. Mama's having a music video main character moment. Oh, it's so fun making these. Yeah, I'm actually pretty devastated that I don't have any of these cups like ready to glaze straight away, because that would be so much fun. I just want to make more of these ASAP as possible, as Michael Scott would say. So yeah, so this is it. I'm gonna say goodbye to you now properly. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I must say I really had a lot of fun making this video, and I should just stop overthinking it and start making more, because this is such a nice way for me to document everything. Obviously, a better format to share it with you guys than just short Instagram reels or something like that. And it's also a really nice way for me to take a look at everything I've learned. As a self-taught artist, this is a pretty big milestone for me to be able to say, yeah, this didn't work out and I know why. Like, if there's anything that I didn't mention that you would be interested to know, or you just want to say hi, drop a comment below, I guess is the way to say it. So have a nice rest of your day and see you soon. Bye!